Hi, welcome to your reading. I hope you all are doing well today. This is going to be a cusp reading for the sign of Taurus and Gemini for the year 2026. All right, I have already pulled a angel number oracle card for you guys. Your angel number oracle card number is 14, okay? 14 is your number for the year 2026. So something about May could be significant, which is half of your sign's month, Taurus, May. All right, it says, you are open-minded and always willing to try something new, but you are wise enough to stop and think before jumping into things. This pragmatic approach helps ensure that your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. What's up, Crystal? How you doing? So 14 could be significant. It says, ustedes de mente abierta y siempre está dispuesto a intentar algo nuevo, pero es lo suficiente sabio como para detenerse y pensar antes de lanzarse a las cosas. Este enfoque pragmático ayuda a garantizar que su tiempo, atención y esfuerzos sean significativos. Okay, so you are open-minded and always willing to try something new, but you are wise enough to stop and think before jumping into things. This pragmatic approach helps ensure that your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. That's what's up, Crystal. Heck yeah. That's what I was telling people that are going to be hit with the storm. I was like, now we have time to do things that we want to do or need to do, as long as it's inside probably, but still, we have some time to do the things that we want and need to do. Okay. So let's look at we're going to do the beginning, the middle, and the end of the year of 2026 for you. Let's dive right in. Holy Spirit and Holy Angel, show me the cards that I need to see for Taurini for the year 2026. What do they have going on? What do they need to know? And what do they need to see for the year 2026? Let's see it. All right. Okay, I'm gonna put that one back. You could have someone very curious over you, or maybe some of you are curious over another person. All right, you could be curious about what the future holds for you for 2026. That's a specific message coming through. All right. There we go. Let's get one more four, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. You have the Nine of Cups, King of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and the Lover's card. Wow. Very clearly coming out for yourself there at the beginning of the year with the Six of Pentacles and the Lover's card. Six of Pentacles is Taurus energy, and the Lovers is Gemini. So that's very clear Taurini energy. Starting out with the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups represents happiness based on the work and effort that you've already been putting in. So a lot of you do have some happiness here at the beginning of the year, looking very good with that Nine of Cups, okay? Now, this does represent that you have to continue putting in that work and effort in order to maintain that happiness, but you do have it, okay? King of Cups, also, this is someone very emotionally regulated, emotionally stable, even in chaotic situations. The King of Cups has a lot of choppy waters around him, and this means that he is emotionally stable and regulated even in chaotic situations, okay? He has explored his emotions to a very deep level, so he understands why he feels how he feels. If you put the King of Cups cup with the Nine of Cups, you have the Ten of Cups, and that is happy family, happy home life, okay? This can represent a completion or finding happiness in oneself if it's not happy family, happy home life. Six of Pentacles, Taurus energy. This means that you're getting very clear, not close, maybe some of you, okay. Getting very clear on where you're putting in your time, energy, and effort, okay? He is giving to this person, but he is not giving to this person because there is a balance whenever he gives to this person. He gets something back here, but there's an imbalance if he was to start giving to this person because there is not an equal give and take. So he's very clear where he is putting his energy in at, okay? So getting very clear where you put your energy in at the beginning of the year. You have the Lover's card, which I have to cover because it has nudity on it, but the Lover's card represents, obviously, it can be new love, okay? You could have new love coming in here, or for some of you, You're deciding which path to take moving forward, okay? You have a couple of options here. This is kind of like being at a fork in the roads. And depending on which route you take, your life will be drastically different on each route, okay? If you take this one, your life will be totally different than if you take this route. So you're having to make a decision here on how to move forward with your future. Let's clarify the beginning of 2026 for Taurini, please. Holy Spirit and Holy Angels. Okay, Page of Wands with the 9 of Wands there. We'll get to that. Clarify the beginning of the year of 2026. There we go. 9 of Cups, you have the King of Cups. Wow. So you have the King of Cups. You got the King of Cups twice here already. King of Cups, you have the 5 of Swords. 6 of Pentacles, you have the Death card, and the Lovers, you have the 6 of Wands. Okay, so good news, you do have 2 6s there at the beginning of the reading. And whenever you see 2 6s in a tarot reading, I would say especially whenever they're right beside each other, Taurini, there is a very clear message from Spirit that you are on the right track, you are on the right path. If you've been wondering, the answer is yes, okay? You have that 6 of Pentacles with the 6 of Wands, getting very clear where you put your time, energy, and effort in. And the 6 of Wands is public recognition, getting recognized for work that you do or something that you've been working on, okay? Excuse me. With the 9 of Cups, you have the King of Cups, which is literally what I was describing with the other King of Cups there. But the King of Cups is a very regulated person, okay? This also represents your creativity. So some of you have had to be creative in order to obtain and maintain this happiness here, okay? It is looking very good for you. You just have to continue putting in that work and effort for whatever it is that you have as far as happiness goes. With the King of Cups, you have the 5 of Swords. King of Cups, again, you have it twice here, so you could be seeing 14, 14 for some of you. This is someone very emotionally regulated, okay? Again, the 5 of Swords can represent going from a beginner to an intermediate to a pro. So in some kind of way, I would say, especially with the 9 of Cups there, you've probably had to level up your skill set, okay? Now, the negative aspect of the 5 of Swords can represent someone that's egotistical or rude or controlling, even in situations, somebody that tries to control the outcome of a situation. You could be dealing with someone that's like this at the beginning of the year. Maybe they're, okay, because the 5 of Swords is looking straight at the King of Cups. They could be like trying to see what they can do in order to get control over a situation with you, but instead you're remaining emotionally stable. So there's not a whole lot that this person can do, okay? With the 6 of Pentacles, you have the Death card. This is getting very clear where you put in your time, energy, and effort, okay? To situations or people or things that do not give back to you, you are no longer giving to that situation. The Death card is a major change, transition, or transformation that is going on here. This is usually from a strong desire to be out of a situation that you are in. The white flag, the white flower on the black flag here represents the light at the end of the tunnel. So some of you, you're seeing the light, okay? You're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You can see the forest for the trees. It's getting a little bit easier here. And part of the reason for that is because you're not putting into people or situations that do not give back to you, okay? With the Lovers card, you have the 6 of Wands, the Lovers, again, trying to figure out which path to take moving forward. And then you have public recognition here, getting recognized for work that you do or something that you've been working on. So for some of you, you could have a lover, possibly like a new lover, or for some of you, maybe an existing lover, and this person is giving you recognition or recognizing you for the work and effort that you've been putting in, okay? Looks very good there for you. In the middle of the year, you have the 4 of Wands with the 2 of Swords. So 4 of Wands is a victory or a celebration of a victory. This can represent a gathering, usually between family or friends. There is some kind of indecision or needing to make a decision here. You're kind of at a crossroads whenever it comes to a family or love situation. 4 of Wands can represent a marriage. It doesn't always have to, okay? But something about needing to make a decision here whenever it comes to a family dynamic, possibly. I'm getting more family than anything else with that. What's the 4 of Wands with the 2 of Swords for Taurini in the middle of the year? Strength in the reversal. So this is weakness, doubt, or paranoia. Maybe worried about a family dynamic, especially if someone is getting married or if there's like gathering, a group gathering of a family dynamic here. You could be feeling worried about that, or vice versa. Maybe you're throwing a gathering here in the middle of the year and you have someone that's worried about the situation, needing to make a decision on it, okay? Now, with the Four of Wands, you have the Three of Wands, okay? The Four and the Three of Wands is the Seven of Wands. So this is a card of conviction. It means that whenever you know that you're getting some kind of success or a level up or abundance or something like that, this is half the battle, okay? So for a lot of you, you made a lot of progress here in the middle of the year. I don't understand exactly why the stress is coming out this way for you, but it's very clear that someone's feeling stressed, whether it's you or someone around you, probably family or a love dynamic, okay? With the Empress, you have the Three of Wands. The Empress is support, stability, resources. This can, again, represent getting a lot of attention. So you do have the Six of Wands there at the beginning of the year. Something about attention is a factor in this. I can't tell 100% what it is, but there is something about getting attention. Now, for some of you here, Taurini, you've been putting in a lot of time, energy, and effort into something, and you're not quite seeing the results that you're looking for yet. This is something that you would be taking action on. Three of Wands indicates that you need to continue putting in that time, energy, and effort in order to see the results that you're looking for, okay? Don't give up yet. You're very close. The Empress can represent a pregnancy. This could be a literal pregnancy or pregnant with a new idea here in the middle of the year. So if you're looking for a pregnancy, you could have that, okay? If not, then take preventative measures, okay? You have the Knight of Pentacles with the Temperance card. Knight of Pentacles is being in the energy of attraction. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So what you want also wants you. It is coming in for you, okay? The Temperance card represents balance. This is usually balance through healing. This can represent collaboration. You do have like this collaboration, cooperation energy coming through with the Empress and the Temperance card. This is Sagittarius energy. Empress is Libra energy and Taurus, okay? You also have Leo with the Strength card there. You have Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Libra, okay, and Aries with the Four of Wands there. So you have a lot of signs here. It could be any sign. Take it as it resonates. But what you're wanting is also wanting you. It is coming in for you, and there's some kind of balance through alchemy here. You're changing something in order to bring balance to a situation. You have the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Two of Pentacles is work hard, play hard. So I feel like you may be figuring out an easier way of doing things, okay? Or possibly needing to. Now, this can represent needing to pull money over here to put it over there to make sure that your finances are balanced, okay? So making sure that you don't have to deal with random or pop-up bills coming out in the future. I don't know why this is coming through in this way. Usually it's not how I would read it, but it is coming through here for you this way now. Ace of Swords is a decisive victory. Like, if you're getting ahead of this now, you won't have to worry about it later. So getting very clear where your money is going. And also, if you're someone that like works very hard, Taurini, you need to take time to do something that you would consider play or fun or something that you enjoy doing. If you do something that you enjoy doing a little bit too much, you need to balance that energy out and work a little bit harder, okay? For a lot of you, it's probably working very hard, okay? So making sure you do something you would consider fun is significant in the middle of the year. At the end of the year, you have the Four of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups. Four of Pentacles represents holding on very tightly to something. I think maybe that's part of the reason why I was picking up on that balancing energy with the Two of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles here, this can represent a relationship. It can represent a house, a job, living situation, anything like that. It's just holding on very tightly to something. But the card by itself represents holding on very tightly to your finances. So for some of you, you've been penny pinching here this year, and now at the end of the year, you have a reason to explore, okay? You have options here. Some of these options are great. Some of them are not so great, but you have some options here. So you're being guided to strike while the iron is still hot. You will not have all these options forever, okay? It is looking very good there for you, so keep on holding on to what you're holding on to. Maybe, okay? Seven of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles represents, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth putting more time, energy, and effort into something that you have been building or growing over time or not? Okay, Five of Pentacles is feeling rejected, left out in the cold, kicked to the curb type of energy. These two people do have support, okay? They have this light on in this church that is literally right behind them, but they're not getting the support that they want from the source that they want it from, so they're feeling very rejected, okay? So you're considering whether or not you should continue putting more time, energy, and effort into something that you have watched grow over time here, and this is Taurus energy, okay? So is the Seven of Pentacles. 2, 3, 4 is Capricorn, 5, 6, 7 is Taurus, and then 8, 9, 10 is Virgo. So what's the 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles for Taurini at the end of the year of 2026? We should pull another card on this, okay? Four of Swords, okay? So rest, relax, recover, and reflect, if I can talk, okay? So Four of Swords represents something that you need to do a little bit more of, okay? This could be you're at this point where you put a lot of effort into something, it's been draining all your energy and you're very tired. Now you're having to say, is this worth it anymore, okay? You're reflecting on the situation to see what is worth your time, energy, and effort, okay? Page of Pentacles, also with the 5 of Pentacles there's a good chance that maybe you're just not getting what you've been wanting out of a situation after putting a lot of time, energy, and effort into it, which is just, you know, why you're having to reflect, or why you should, I would say. Wheel of Fortune is good luck, good fortune, things working out in your favor. What's up, Chakra Visions? Good to see you. Okay. This is based on the work and effort that you've already been putting in. Okay. Every single one of these zodiac signs are reading a book. And this means that you're in the flow, okay? Page of Pentacles is an idea or opportunity coming in for you to take action on, all right? This isn't like a really big opportunity, but it is some kind of financial increase usually, or an idea that will lead to financial increase. I would totally recommend taking advantage of it here at the end of the year, because whether it's Page of Pentacles or Ace of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune, you're gonna be happy that you took advantage of it. Some of you might have a kid, there could be a kid involved here. You have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, okay? I don't think we have any more pages here that I can see. Pages do represent, oh yeah, we have literally Page of Wands right beside that. So you have, excuse me, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius there. Pages can represent someone younger than you or children, okay? You have the 9 of Wands with the Page of Wands there. So the Page of Wands did pop out for the 9 of Wands at the beginning of the reading there. Unfortunately, if you put these two cards together, you have the 10 of Wands, and this is like a weight or a burden on someone's shoulders at this time, a weight or a burden that someone is carrying. The 9 of Wands is the Wounded Warrior card. They have made it through all of the obstacles that have been placed in their path so far, and you are very close to a victory. It hasn't been very easy for you to do this, but you are here. Page of Wands is taking action on your goals and enjoying every moment. Page of Wands is almost like the opposite of the 9 of Wands. Okay, the 9 of Wands is very close to a victory, but they've had to really work to get there. It has been very intense. It has been very hard, okay? The Page of Wands here is kind of like looking at the world through the eyes of a child. Like there is no resistance, okay? Like I'm gonna go do this thing, and then they go do it, okay? If there's an obstacle, they're like, oh, what do we do to work through this obstacle? They're not worried about it, okay? There's no stress here. So something about taking action on your goals through like a new way of looking at things could be a little bit more significant here for you at the end of the year, Taurini. Not having so much resistance if possible. 9 of Wands means either way, you are very close to a victory, so keep it pushing, okay? It's looking very good for you. Crystal, I guess we'll see, okay? We shall see. It'll be after I do 3 more lives. I still have to do a cold shower, and I still have to do the wormed method. The worm method is usually what I do at the end of the night, so it may be earlier tonight than last night, but probably not a lot. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull one of these Angels Abundance Oracle cards for you. See what your angels have, okay? Spirit guides, God, angels, ancestors, Archangel Michael. What do we have for Taurini for the year 2026? One more 4, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. It says, dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. Nice. Okay, so this could be a really good year for you, Taurini, to write down your dreams. You could have some downloads coming in for you to be able to take advantage on. Okay, make sure that you're writing them down. This could be very specific for you. All right, Taurini, thank you all so much for being here. If you catch the Chosen Ones live tonight, I always do a mini spread for someone in the comment section on the Chosen Ones live, okay? And afterwards, I go live on TikTok for 30 minutes at least, doing yes or no questions on TikTok. That is in the description box below as well. Also, if you need to book a personal reading, you know where to look in the description box, okay? Be sure to check out the shop. Love you guys. Keep your head up. Keep moving forward. And as always, love yourself first. In the middle of the night when it's on again. Hopefully, I'm assuming it's going to be around 10:30 or 11 o'clock, okay? Because I did this live in 20 minutes. I'm doing the next 3 right after this. That's going to be about 10:30. I have to do a 3-minute cold shower afterwards, and then I'm doing the Chosen Ones live. So about 10:30 or 11 o'clock from where I am, Eastern Standard Time. Same time as you, I think, all right?